Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Australian thriller, Mercy Road, from director and writer John Curran. And Curran had worked on films like Chappaquiddick, and now we have this film, Mercy Road, led by Luke Bracey, who plays a man who unfortunately has done some bad things and is on the run from the police in his car as he's trying desperately to find his daughter, who he believes is kidnapped. And this film is an insane fever dream that mostly never leaves this car. It's a slick 85 minutes, and Bracey is giving an unhinged, impressive performance. I think his best that I've seen in terms of him being able to show what he's able to do. And there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of energy about his performance, and he's carrying this film. He has some phone calls or FaceTimes and stuff like that, but it's mostly him. This is like unhinged Mad Max kind of like energy in, say, a movie like Locke. That's basically what this kind of feels like. There's a strange feel to this film and how this is directed, and Curran brings an unhinged energy about it. And Ross Giardina, who's the cinematographer, is creating such a interesting look to this film. Unfortunately, it uses a lot of CGI, and like the outside shots of everything feels very like Sin City, like that kind of like strange CGI-ness, except it doesn't have the slick style and aesthetics quite like Sin City. So it can be distracting, and like there's a spider that keeps popping up, and it's just like very obvious like CGI spider obnoxiously coming at Luke Bracey. You have Toby Jones, who plays this strange man who keeps calling Luke Bracey's character, and he has this like strange motivation and what he's actually doing, and there's a lot of mystery around like who this man really is. And Toby Jones sounds like he's doing some really unnerving ASRM like talk into the phone, and it can be a little distracting at times. And I think by the end of the film, it's extremely confusing, like what actually happened by the end. And I feel like this film becomes a little too ambitious in terms of what it's trying to do. Instead of just sticking to this lean thriller type vibe, it's going for this strange, mysterious kind of what's going on here, to the point where you have no idea what's going on here. And I think that's not a great thing, especially by the time you get to the end of this film. The music that they use is so bombastic and industrial and unnerving. It's like, hey, we want to capture that Mad Max vibe from Fury Road, except this is Mercy Road, and we have other Australians here. But this film, I think, is still thoroughly entertaining for the 85 minutes. Luke Bracey gives this unhinged performance that it's hard to look away from, and it's certainly thrilling. It's just confusing, and might not always come together, and might not give you the most satisfying and clear ending. But it's still quite the thrill that might be worth the small investment of the hour and 25-minute runtime. But those are my thoughts on Mercy Road. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.